Yeah, it's Pit Mouse here. Okay. Very, it's a very simple, but it seems to get a lot of guys riled up. Okay. I'm talking about this attack guy who was yelling at the guy's girlfriend. So he thought he could shove the guy because, I don't know, according to certain people I've been talking with, the guy showed his girlfriend disrespect. So I guess some people think if you show somebody disrespect, then they deserve to be physically attacked by you. Now, a lot of people are saying a push is just a push, but a push can be very deadly on concrete if when you're pushed, your head hits the ground forcefully. So a push could mean a lot more than that. It didn't in this case. Some people said, well, it didn't. Well, that's like saying, well, I shot at him, but he missed, so it didn't really mean much. No, that's not the case at all. When someone shoves you forcefully, it's a very, very violent attack, and you have to treat it as such. Now, I'm not saying the guy that shoved the other guy deserved to get shot. I'm not saying that at all. But he did. And I'll tell you this also, he had absolutely no right at all to shove someone who was yelling at his girlfriend. The guy wasn't being physically threatening to his girlfriend, which then, if that was the case, then he had every right to physically intervene, whether that means a shove or a punch or shooting him. If he thought his girlfriend's life or limb was in danger, imminent danger, he had the right to defend her in any way that he felt he needed to. But it wasn't. She didn't feel like she was in danger. And I'll tell you how I know that for a fact. Because he started yelling at her while she was sitting in the car. And he was far enough away where he couldn't have grabbed her, but she could have easily turned on the gas and driven away. So if she felt like she was in real danger, she could have driven away. But she didn't. In fact, she did the opposite. She was so unintimidated and in fear for her life, she actually got out of her car and walked towards him while he was yelling at her. So he couldn't have been scaring her at all, or she wouldn't have gotten out of her car, which was a place of safety and comfort, where she could have gotten away. But she actually got out of her car. So she wasn't in fear for her life at all. That was proven. So the guy took it upon himself to shove the guy because I don't know why. And he'll never be able to explain why, because the guy that he shoved shot him. So like I said, do I think that's reasonable to shoot the guy? I don't know. I wasn't there. If some guy shoved me that forcefully and my head could have hit the ground, whether it did or didn't, I would definitely think this guy is okay with soccer kicking my head and killing me, because that push could have easily killed me. So if somebody was willing to do that and had the audacity to shove me over words, I think he would have killed me. So I would have taken the steps necessary to defend my life. I don't know if I would have shot him or not, but I definitely would have protected my life in whatever means I found necessary. So with that said, I don't know if the guy deserved to get shot or not, but I definitely, without a doubt, think he had no right at all, and it was criminal for him to shove that guy, because I don't think he felt like his girlfriend was in danger. I thought he was just being a macho bully. And let me say one more thing. I bet you he wouldn't be so quick to shove the guy if he was disrespecting his girlfriend, if the guy was 6'5", weighed 300 pounds, and was solid muscle. This guy that he shoved happened to be, it looked like a little elderly homeless guy that was just yelling at people. So, boom, that's how I feel about it. Do I think the guy had the right to shoot him? I don't know. I wasn't there. It was a grainy film, so I'm not going to weigh in on that 100%. But I will weigh in on this 100%. that guy who shoved him would be alive right now if he didn't shove him. And number two, he had no right to shove him. So the fact that he had no right to shove him and he would be alive right now if he didn't, not only illegal and criminal and violent it was to shove him, it was just plain stupid. So that's all I gotta say about it. Please comment, please share this. I want to hear what you gotta say about this. Thanks, guys.